It's unheard of for a gamekeeper to agree to any mid-season shooting near their cover crops, let alone their rearing pens.
Yeah.
But this morning, Crow is on a mercy mission.
He's losing probably 1.5 to 2 tonne a week of feed out of the feeders. Well, he's got so many crows coming here, and that's without what he's feeding on the feed rise. He said the crows are just coming in behind him. I come up here day before yesterday and watched them. There's probably a couple of thousand just feeding on this cover crop, and that's without all the rest there is about. There's thousands here at the moment. What they do is they come, they land on here and they hang upside down and peck at them. And they strip all the outer casing as well, and that's all that's left on that one. And it's the same right the way down through here. There's about 3.5, 4 acres, and they've taken the corn out of most of it.
Having studied the flight patterns, he's come up with a plan. We'll show you more of the decoys set up in daylight.
Their flight lines are usually straight through here in the morning, and it's constant for probably 2 hours. And I was hoping to really wind into them this morning, but with the wind up their backside, they won't like that. So they'll probably go out wide of us. They'll find a different way in, and hopefully they will still come up here, get it out of the lee of the wind and come up along this shore, but we'll see.
Crow has been away for a few weeks, so is keen to get on and also get some game loads down the barrels, in addition to the Pigeon Extreme. He's got a shoot with Jack Pike in a few weeks, so today could prove a useful warm-up. He doesn't want to go into a game shoot unprepared.
I want to kill a few a bit quick this morning, give them a bit of hammering, and then I shall move over onto the Black Gold and the Dark Storm. I haven't used any of the Dark Storms, so be nice to see how they go. Right, let's get in here and get ready. I think it'll be long before they're coming.
The first crow drops straight into the pattern, and Andy doesn't mess about.
Knew exactly where he was coming because it was only just breaking light, so he just come straight up here, straight in.
The next few start worrying Andy as the battle against the elements has begun. The corvids are struggling to make it to the pattern. Even when he hits them, a dip of the wing and they are in the next county. A jackdaw shows the crows how to do it.
You lose them.
Perching next to the Sillosocks that Andy has been field testing for UKShootwarehouse, it's knocked off its perch. Crow wills the crows to power on through to the pattern. They're hungry for it, but it's just too hard.
They're coming in nicely this morning. I did think they would, but they're playing. That old wind's playing a bit of havoc. Yeah, here comes one. That's it hard, but
the jackdaws show them how to do it, and Crow gets off a few shots. Plan B, and Andy decides to take the party to them.
What the crows are doing, because it's so windy, they can't quite get here, so what we're going to do is go and stand about 40-50 yards down in the cover crop and try and intercept them as they're on their way back, because they're coming up, they're getting about halfway up, and then they're just lifting in the wind and going back. So I want to try and go down and see if I can get them past me so that I'm shooting back at them, sort of thing. But we'll give it a go anyway. It's really frustrating because there's a lot of crows here. We've seen bloody thousands this morning, but we just can't get them. They can't get up here because of the bloody wind. But if we just go down through the cover crop here and see how we get on.
He is now in a position to mob the crows, stalk the pigeons, and intercept anything that feels hungry enough to face the headwind.
Watch it, that's going to drop. Hit that back crow, both barrels. You can see the shot go right through it. It's just this second drop. But yeah, it's it hard. But the thing is, it's hitting them hard. But where there's so much wind, they're just turning the wing in the wind and they're going. But we're picking the odd ones off. They just can't make it.
Crow had hoped for 300 plus today, and shows us the reason why.
The crows and the jackdaws, they're coming along, and what they do, they're not like pheasants. The pheasants just peck and eat. They just keep pecking it like that, just for the hell of it. And they just empty the bloody feeders. So, and it's costing them a fortune in grub every week. And this is where, well, you've got the cover crop that we were shooting is there, and then you've got the feeders up here. but we've turned up here. Well, we're only just 250 yards away from these, but the crows, they just couldn't punch up there today. They're coming back round the back of the wood, the lee of the wood, out of the wind, and then coming back up through.
As we pack up, he has a closer look at those Sillosocks.
Some jackdaws come and landed right beside some of these Sillosocks, and see the pattern, that's just about got that as well. So I've got a jackdaw and a couple of Sillosocks. That's how close the jackdaw was to the Sillosocks. We've topped a little tiny bit here for them to come and feed on, and just knock the top off so I can see them to come in. But the handy thing is you've got the wire, and it just goes straight down the stalk, faces into the wind, and they blow up, and they move like that. And if you move them about a bit, loosen it up a bit, they do twist about as well. So yeah, but don't shoot them.
Even when you have wrecked the ground, established flight lines and feeding patterns, the elements can have the last word.